Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, I'm Nick and this is Sarah, and with our two little dogs we're usually travelling around Europe in our 32-year-old camper van.
We've just spent the last 4 months exploring the UK, but now it's time for us to head south to warmer climates.
The journey through France was great until we hit the Pyrenees, when everything started to go wrong.
Our heater stopped working when we needed it most, we crashed our drone into the tree, and we seem to have a major issue with our brakes. Join us in this week's vlog to see if our luck changes as we continue our journey south. Back to Spain. Yes, we're here, we're warm, we've got the door open, we're eating outside, Nick's wearing a t-shirt.
It's been a long time. It still gets cold at night, but during the day it's got up to like
Lovely.
18 degrees
18
today.
Degrees.
18.
I know, it's a bit too hot after spending like months up north.
We're basically an hour inland from Tarragona.
We found like quite a cool little area actually. If you've been watching the last vlog, we are waiting for a part to fix our van because we're a little bit in trouble at the moment. We can't brake properly.
Don't want to drive too much further, and especially up and down hills, and Spain's got a lot of them. Well, that didn't last very long, did it?
Right, we're gonna go and sit in the sun now. Okay, better. We are in a little village called l'Albi. L'Albi, here in Tarragona, province of Tarragona. And this is a dedicated free campsite basically for motorhomes only, so you can't even drive your car down here. It's for motorhomes. It's got free electricity, free water, all the services you need, the waste and the water dump, barbecues,
it's got everything you need. It's brilliant round here. Basically from within 10 kilometers from here there's 3 of these stops. Now the reason we're hanging around this area is because we've actually got an address. One of our lovely subscribers has provided us with an address, and that's about an hour south from here. So so we're just loitering. We're
loitering around because the part's going to take about a week to arrive from Germany, and hopefully that is going to fix our situation.
Believe it or not, we arrived here and there was 2 motorhomes here, and then the weekend hit and we completely forgot it was carnival.
Yeah, this time of year in February in Spain they have all the carnivals. Everyone dresses up and has like a big party, and last night was Saturday night. This place filled up, it was completely full, and then we hear the drums and we can hear the music from town, so it got quite busy.
But it's funny because before that, like each town we visited, the 2 little towns here are just so quiet. So the community has put on this motorhome stop with all the facilities, maybe to bring people to the area, but in the towns there's nothing, is there?
Yeah, towns,
like
villages
shops.
Actually, they're villages.
Yeah.
So, you know, they're not tiny, but there is nothing. They're like ghost towns. We went for a walk around. And
really nice. It's like, it looks quite old, all the sandstone and like medieval arcades. It's got a nice little square, nice to wander around. This place has got a little sort of church and a castle, but in the old town there's nothing, literally not a shop,
the day
not a bar,
before yesterday we walked around, we didn't see a single person, a single car, no one, and we were walking around for like maybe an hour. But then there's only 2 tiny little like shops. There's one very small grocery shop, sorry, one very small bakery, and that's it. It's quite a kind of crazy place, and it's kind of the same in the other little village as well. But brilliant facilities and a really nice place to kind of get away from it all, I suppose.
Yeah, it's been nice to just park up for a bit, not have to use the brakes and drive anywhere.
Yeah.
And just take a bit of time out, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But we are going to leave here. We've been here for a few nights, so we're going to head back to.
We're going to head back to the other village because it's got a bit busy here, hasn't it?
That's it, all sorted, everything neat and tidy, everything's got its place.
Except for our two 2-litre bottles of olive oil. So there's not much in this village at all, but they do produce olive oil in the area. And this olive oil here, apparently, so we read, is rated the best olive oil in Catalonia, apparently.
Yes.
So of course we had to buy 2 litres of that one, and then we felt sorry for this olive oil.
This is from the... Well, it's
from
the
this
name,
village.
the name of
You can't buy much from the village. We did go in the village store and get some groceries. We bought 4 litres of olive oil. We went in the bakery just to give something back, because you stay at places like this, it's got free power and all the facilities. You feel obliged to sort of like, you know, spend a bit of money in the little village there.
Yeah.
So that's what we did.
What are you going to do with those, darling?
I don't know, they don't actually
In the
fit
pillows? In the pillows?
underneath. And I tell you what, it's really nice olive oil as well, isn't it? It's absolutely yummy. Oh gosh.
So, darling,
So,
what do you think of this one?
this little village is called Tarragona, and it's about 5 kilometres from the last little village, and again, same as before, free facilities, but this one is even better because it's got a toilet. Look at this! Oh, look at this! We've got magazines and books to read. We're on the loo. Brilliant. So we are just about to head into the little village, see if there's any more action in this village than there was at the last one.
Well, actually, I've just checked on Google. There doesn't seem to be a shop, or I think there's one restaurant here, but it's got a little sign and saying on Wednesdays in the lower level of the town hall you can get fruit and vegetables. On Tuesdays, Thursdays and Saturdays you can get bread and croissants. Today is none of those days.
Oh.
Sunday, so you can't get anything.
Tomorrow morning?
It's Monday. Still can't get anything.
Oh, boo.
There's little Vinny, just the 3 of us at this place. This is the smallest out of the 3 stops, with 5 places for electric, and the smallest village. What is it, Charlie? What's this, darling?
So this little village is, I think it's by far the smallest out of the 3, but it's definitely the cutest, like the prettiest, isn't it?
Definitely.
I don't know.
There's fish in here.
This is just like a little random.
Sorry, fell down the step. Various fish ponds all along here.
What's this?
So there must be someone living here to feed them. So this is the restaurant.
Or cafe, which is only open for 2 hours a day from 12 till 2, apparently. And this is the only shop or bar or restaurant or any other thing in this whole village.
But it's very, very peaceful. It's in such a nice setting. You've just got like mountains around you. In the distance you can see like forest covered mountains. Very, very peaceful. Love all this, like all the sandstone. The houses are made out of all this natural rock. It just looks so beautiful and old. Just a random little village in Spain.
Random. Oh, hold on, hold on.
Hold on, what's this? What is it, darling?
It's something.
It's a museum.
Oh, is it a museum?
It's a museum. Very, very small museum, that's it.
Ferreria. So it does actually make you feel like nobody lives in this village at all when you're walking around. These little villages are so weird. You don't see anyone in the windows, you don't see anyone walking in the streets. It's just like you got the whole place to yourself. It's a bit like a couple of years ago, lockdown, when no one was allowed out anywhere. So you just empty.
To be fair, we have seen a couple of locals and they've been so excited to see someone. They've been like, hola, hola. It's just so weird, and like there's an exercise thing up there, looks brand new, never been touched. But for who?
For who? So we're just doing this little walk up from the motorhome stop through these fields that are actually blossoming full of cherry or plum trees. Spring is here already. To the top before we retire for the night. Look at these lovely little trees full of blossom.
We were going to walk up to the ridge there. There's a sign posted past taking you all the way to the top. But as it's getting dark, we'll save that for tomorrow morning.
We'll save that for tomorrow morning. Have it a nice little explore for us to do tomorrow, won't it?
But I'm loving this area. I'm loving this area.
Funnily enough, guys, I don't know if you've been following for however long, but we went to look at land in Portugal last summer, and we mentioned that we wanted to check out certain areas of Spain for land as well. And this area here is one of the areas we were looking into around this area. So stay tuned, because as we are kind of here now, we might just have a little look.
Exciting.
Everything happens for a reason, you see.
Yeah, Vinny wants to settle here. He wants us to buy land here.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we're heading back to the van, so we'll catch you guys up in the morning. Oh, that's better. In some light.
There we go.
And all that was just so Charlie could be comfortable.
All that just for you. So yeah, we've just changed all the bedding this morning. We've got 2 sets of bedding for a start, but that's quite good because like we haven't found a laundrette or haven't passed by a laundrette for a while. You want to change your bed, so it is nice to have, you know, extra pillowcases, extra sheets and a duvet cover. So that's what I did this morning. But then we've just got blankets everywhere. Like we got given blankets for Christmas as well. So we already bought loads of blankets because we knew we were going to be cold this winter. You know, we've got 13 tog duvet. Dizzy's got about 4 blankets. I bought about 4 jackets and I've only actually really wore 1. So I don't know, we just went a little bit over the top. So we need to like get back to our little base in Andalucia and kind of unload everything.
Yeah, and whenever we go on a big trip, we always end up with more stuff. And especially when we go back to the UK, because we always get loads of stuff from our mum. She's trying to sort of declutter, so
declutter her house into our van.
So we get loads of good stuff though. We got this year, well, we got all our Christmas presents. There's a box in the boot. Yeah. And then we've got a box of really cool like 60s, 70s retro plates, bowls and all that. That takes up a bit of space. We've got loads of, we've got a big blue blanket, another one for Dizzee as a Christmas present. That huge, heavy Welsh blanket.
There's only so much we can take in the van, isn't there? So we need to get the van organised, ready for summer now. The sun's shining every day. It's just a case of hardly any clothes, bikinis, small things. Well, it depends what we're doing this summer, mind you.
Who knows?
Who knows?
We've got plans, but we're not telling you them yet. Oh my god,
what's the smell? Oh,
that stinks. We know it's a tractor coming up here and it's dropping off, I don't know what it is, septic tanks or what, but that absolutely reeks. Let's get out of here, Dan. Let's walk along here a bit.
Closer. Let's walk this way, not that way.
Such a shame though, lovely walk up here, amazing views. You get up here and then... Look at that view though.
So yeah, we're just doing this short walk along the kind of ridge here. Lovely views down to the village and the motorhome stop where we're parked, and then you've got the ridge of the mountains beyond before it drops down towards the coast of Tarragona. A little bit hazy today. Not really getting the best shots because it's so hazy. And actually today it said it was going to rain, 85% chance of rain.
I think a storm's brewing. It feels quite close. It feels
humid, doesn't it? Yeah. Very, very warm. Yeah, pretty nice and very, very peaceful. I will say that. There's just us and one other motorhome at the stop now.
Yeah, really nice part of Spain.
It is.
I'm looking forward to exploring a little bit more.
And yeah, what we have noticed in this area since spending time around these little villages this last week, there's a lot of pines, but there's no processionary caterpillar nests in any of the trees, and we keep a proper good eye out for them, especially this time of year. In the last vlog we pointed out just by the Pyrenees, there was loads of nests everywhere, but here it's clear.
That's one thing though, if you're looking to buy land, do processionaries, are they seasonal? So one year you'll get them in an area and the next year you won't?
Well, I don't think so, because I think you would see remnants of nests if they've been here over the last few years or whatever, wouldn't you? Because the nests don't completely disappear.
So if they're not here now, we're not going to have them. So if we're looking, happen to look for some land,
this is a good sign in this area so far, of course. So I think last night I mentioned in the vlog that these were either cherry or plum trees, I guess, and using this app on my phone, which is wrong because at closer inspection today, these lovely blossoming trees seem to be almond trees, because there's there's several almonds left on from, you know, last year. See? Pretty,
it's nice blossom as well.
And we've read that there's mainly or a lot of almonds in this area. I think that's like kind of the main production actually, that and olives.
Almonds and carob.
Yep, so there we go.
So I'm just getting on some work while Sarah is preparing something in the kitchen.
What does it smell like?
Cinnamon.
Yes.
Like cinnamon.
Guys, we've just realised that it's pancake day today. It's Shrove Tuesday. Well, you normally always forget. So we're making pancakes, but not just regular pancakes. No, nowhere near regular pancakes. So they're a bit of an odd colour because there's so much cinnamon in them. So this is basically just flour and water, cinnamon, coconut and lemon juice in the batter, a little bit of salt in the batter, fry them up into mini pancakes. Then we're going to add, this is so random, almond butter. A small coating. And finally, some mixed seeds. So have you ever had pancakes like this? Let's try. Just completely made this up. No recipe following, nothing.
Really?
Well then, what do you think?
Bit small.
Weird?
Nice. I like the overtones of the cinnamon coming through with a little bit of coconut oil flavour and the seeds for a bit of crunch. Nice.
So the reason we're having such a strange, random kind of pancake thing today is we basically have hardly any supplies in the van, and as we mentioned earlier in the vlog, where we are there's hardly any shops or anywhere to pick up supplies or groceries, just little tiny shops, which is good because then you use everything in your food store and kind of like start from scratch. So we're coming up with some real random stuff now, aren't we?
Yeah, really creative as well, don't you?
Really creative.
Never would have discovered these if we had all the ingredients for normal ones. So guys, we were just about to go off and explore a little bit more of this area, but it started raining. Yes, the weather forecasters got it right. It looked like blue skies all the way, not a chance of rain, but yeah, it's come.
So we'll have to get the laptops back out and just get on with work for the rest of the evening.
Yeah.
But I think we are going to leave this area tomorrow.
Definitely.
You know, we have our limits, don't we? You know, a few days and then we kind of get really itchy feet and need to move on, because that's just
we need to go off exploring again.
Are.
Obviously, we're a little bit limited with our braking system, but I have to say, one of our subscribers gave us a little tip to temporarily fix the servo freno. Sorry about
temporarily.
To temporarily fix the servo freno is...
Brake servo. You're saying it in Spanish.
Sorry, yeah. Sorry, just Spanglish I'm speaking now. Yeah, to temporarily fix it, you put your foot on the brake when you're starting the vehicle, the van, and you put your foot down hard on the brake to try and put it to the floor, and that resets the servo. And that seems to have worked. When we drove from the spot we were at before, 10 kilometers here,
and it did actually work. Now, a quick update on the part. We've just been online and checked, and at the moment it hasn't actually left Germany. It's in the departures warehouse.
It's taken like 3 days to go from one department to another department.
Yeah, so we ordered it on Friday, today's Tuesday, and it still hasn't left Germany. So we're hoping that once it does leave, hopefully today or tomorrow, it won't be ages getting here. But it did say between 4 and 7 working days, which technically could be up until, like, you know, a week today until it arrives.
So we're just going to be travelling really slowly.
Really slowly.
We've got an hour and a half to drive to where we're picking up the part from the subscribers who are picking up for us.
From their address, yeah.
So we've got possibly a week to get there. Anyway, yeah, we're going to get the laptops out and not going to do much really.
Nothing exciting happening in this van tonight, is there, darling?
So we'll catch you guys up in the morning. Charlie, you ready to go? You ready to leave this place? Yeah?
The explorers are leaving the vicinity. Yes.
Van all sorted?
Van is really sorted, all neat, all tidy, all swept out, all fully charged. We're ready to hit the road. So let's go.
Let's go. Oh, you bought the whole shop?
We said that we won't buy too many groceries because we've got all of the cupboards right down to hardly anything, and it's really good. And then we go there before we've had anything to eat, and then we're just like that, right, so don't go supermarket shopping when you're hungry, you just buy the whole shop. It'll fit in, it always fits in. Yay. And we got some good stuff for you babies too. We got some good stuff for the babies. We got treats.
Hot dogs.
Dog food. One of the main reasons we had to leave camp was because we actually ran out of dog food. I mean, we're okay starving, but we can't let the babies starve. Let's go. So we're currently just driving through the city of Reus, is it? Reus. And yes, good test for the brakes. As we said last night, the brakes have the servo's kind of reset, and the brakes are working okay at the moment, but obviously it's still very nerve-wracking driving through a city. So we're just taking it easy and yeah, going with the flow. We've actually now found somewhere to do our laundry. I know this is such riveting stuff today in this vlog, isn't it? grocery shopping, and now we'll get off to do, hopefully find somewhere to do our laundry. It's one of those kind of, you know, van admin days.
Van chores. It's got to be done, isn't it?
It's got to be done.
Oh, what's going on? Oh no,
I'm losing
socks. She's losing
Watch
socks.
out, Diz!
Oh.
Well, it's all dry. Some of the socks shrunk.
Dizzy's like, well, this is my new bed. I'm happy.
Oh, it all
this
smells
for
good,
me.
Diz. All nice and warm.
You happy, Diz? Nice comfortable bed on the clean washing.
Right, admin day is completo. Go and find somewhere to park up. I didn't wash those, dry those. Good job, because the dryer is so hot that they probably would have got ruined.
Laundry done, food stocked up.
Yep, just find somewhere to park. It's so noisy here, isn't it, after the little quiet village for the last few days. This is just noisy and hectic and busy.
Good morning, guys, and it has just started raining. It's very grey and wet where we are now. We find ourselves just outside a little village called Hinstar. And the River Ebro is about 100 metres that way. If you've never heard of the River Ebro, it's huge. It flows for 930 kilometres from Cantabria, generally in an easterly direction. It comes out on the Mediterranean Sea, so it's a bit of a big one.
Massive, isn't it, that? Yeah, so we ended up here last night. This is one of the areas, or around this area, that we've looked at a lot of land online. So we thought we'd come and check it out and wait around here for that part to arrive. Update on the part, by the way, it is on its way. Woo!
Thankfully.
It's left Germany and it's on its way to Spain, so hopefully, it's Thursday today, so we're right up to date with these vlogs. So hopefully it's going to arrive tomorrow, probably not, probably Monday or Tuesday next week, we'll see.
In the meantime, we're going to have a little search for land.
We're going to have a look around
weather
this area.
permitting.
Yes, weather permitting. So that's where we're at. And guys, let us know in the comments whether you think that Nick and I should have a go at fitting the brake servo ourselves, maybe with a little video chat call from our friend Mick in the UK. Or do you think that's a ridiculous idea and we should try and find a mechanic? Let us know in the comments. So that's it, I think, for this. Oh, before we go, yes, please, we want to grow our channel, so we want you all to subscribe. Now, a lot of you are, but a lot of you aren't as well. Yeah. It's really easy to do, so I'm just going to jump on the laptop and show you how to do it. So all you need to do is go to YouTube, type in the exPAWers like you usually do to watch one of our videos, click on subscribe, create an account for my personal use, and then enter your details, your name, your email address, or you can create a new Gmail account, password, all that jazz, and then that's it. So that's how easy it is. It couldn't be simpler. You don't need to pay anything. There's no subscription fee, and then that means you can leave comments. You can tell us how great we are or how bad we are and who your favorite exPAWer is. And if you are subscribed, you can hit that notification bell so you don't miss the latest video. And then come back next Thursday to see this area and to see if we actually fit that part ourselves or get someone else to do it, or even if it is the right part. See you next Thursday. Take care, guys. See you next week.